You know, life is full of people, and where there are people, there is pain. Sometimes it's the people we least expect, the ones we love, the ones we trusted, that leave the deepest wounds. And I want to tell you today, my friend, you can't avoid getting hurt, but you can decide how to handle it. Because how you respond when people hurt you determines how far you rise. See, anyone can smile when they're surrounded by love. Anyone can be kind when they're being celebrated. But what separates the powerful from the pitiful is what you do when the knife is still in your back and the world is still laughing. That's when character is born. That's when destiny is decided. You may have been lied about. You may have been betrayed. You may have been abandoned, rejected, or used. But I'm here to tell you, it's not the wound that defines you, it's your response. Because if you don't handle hurt the right way, you'll start living from your scars instead of your spirit. You'll build walls where God wanted to build bridges. You'll start rehearsing pain instead of releasing it. And listen, what you rehearse, you reinforce. If you keep replaying that offense, you're feeding it. You're giving it power. Now, some of you have been hurt so deeply that even the mention of forgiveness makes your heart tighten. You say, Jim, you don't know what they did to me. You're right, I don't. But I know what holding on to that hurt will do to you. I know that bitterness will bury you alive. And I know that God never called you to be a prisoner of your past. So let's talk truth. Not soft, not sugar-coated. The eye-opening truth, you can't control what people do to you, but you can absolutely control what it does in you. Because hurt either becomes your reason to grow or your excuse to quit. And friend, you don't get to choose the pain, but you do get to choose the purpose. The first thing you've got to understand is this. When people hurt you, it's a test. Not a test of their character, a test of yours. Anybody can throw stones. It takes no strength to tear someone down. But to rise above it, to keep your spirit pure, to love when it's easier to hate, that's divine. That's powerful. That's when heaven takes notice. Now, I know it's hard. I've been there. When betrayal cuts deep, the human reaction is to hit back. We want them to feel what we felt. But let me give you a truth that will free you. You can't heal by hurting others. You can't build yourself by breaking someone else. The moment you start seeking revenge, you step down to their level. And here's the irony. While you're busy plotting their pain, they probably already moved on. They're sleeping fine, and you're up at 2 a.m. talking to the ceiling. You've given them more power over you than they ever deserved. You see, people don't destroy you. Your response to people does. So you've got to choose peace over pride, healing over hatred, growth over grudge. Because holding on to hurt doesn't punish them, it poisons you. But let's go deeper. Because God allows certain people to hurt you, not to break you, but to wake you. Some betrayals are blessings in disguise. Some rejection is simply redirection. That person who walked away, maybe God moved them because they couldn't go where you're going. You prayed for strength, didn't you? Well, sometimes strength comes through separation. Don't curse what God used to shape you. That heartbreak didn't destroy you, it developed you. That pain gave you perspective. That loss made you lean on God. If you can learn to thank Him not just for what He gives, but also for what He takes away, you'll live in freedom. Now, listen closely. There's no growth without pain, and no purpose without pressure. Diamonds are born in darkness. Gold is refined in fire. You want to shine? You've got to go through something. And the people who hurt you, they're part of that process. Don't waste it by becoming bitter. Use it to become better. And when you start to rise, don't be surprised if the same people who hurt you start to hate your healing, because misery loves company. But you've got to be mature enough to say, I'm not coming down to that level. Don't argue with fools. They'll drag you down and beat you with experience. Let God handle them, because vengeance is the Lord's, not yours. The moment you put revenge in God's hands, He'll fight battles you could never win. He'll vindicate you in ways you could never imagine. You don't have to announce your comeback. Just stay faithful. He'll make sure they see it. But here's the challenge. While God is dealing with them, He's also dealing with you. Because the goal isn't just to survive the hurt, but to evolve through it. When people hurt you, ask, what is this teaching me? Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's discernment. Maybe it's that not everyone deserves access to your energy. Sometimes God uses pain to teach you boundaries. You can love people from a distance. You can forgive them and still not let them back in. Forgiveness doesn't mean foolishness. Don't confuse grace with gullibility. See, forgiving doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to stop drinking poison hoping they'll die. It means you've chosen peace over payback. And peace, my friend, is priceless. But let me tell you, forgiveness isn't a feeling. If you wait to feel like forgiving, you'll never do it. It's a decision. You decide, I will not let this offense define my future. You say, God, I release them not because they deserve it, but because I deserve peace. And when you do that, the chains fall off. Not theirs, but yours. Because bitterness locks you in yesterday, but forgiveness opens the door to tomorrow. Now, some people will still misunderstand you. They'll call you fake for walking away, selfish for setting boundaries, arrogant for protecting your peace. But that's fine. You're not responsible for their opinion. You're responsible for your obedience. Keep your heart right. Because if the enemy can't destroy you, he'll distract you. He'll send offense after offense trying to get you off track. Don't fall for it. The devil doesn't fear a wounded believer. He fears a healed one. Because when you rise from pain with faith still burning, you become unstoppable. And don't think for a moment that God didn't see what happened to you. He saw the betrayal, the lies, the manipulation. He saw you cry when no one else did. And he took notes. He's a just God. He repays in his timing. And when he restores, it's always better than before. But he won't heal what you hide. You've got to bring that pain to him. Don't suppress it, surrender it. Because whatever you hide, you hold. Whatever you release, he redeems. So stop saying, I'm fine. Stop pretending you're over it when you're still bleeding inside. Bring it to the altar, not to social media. You don't need validation from people who don't understand your calling. You need transformation from the one who created it. And hear me, healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means remembering without pain. It means you can look back and say, they hurt me, but they didn't stop me. They wounded me, but they didn't win. Some of you are sitting on blessings that can't flow until you let go of bitterness. God can't fill a clenched fist. Open your hand, release it. Trust that he's writing a better story. Because the truth is, the people who hurt you were never your real enemy. The real battle was spiritual all along. That's why Ephesians says we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You're not fighting them. You're fighting what's behind them. So stop cursing people and start commanding your peace. You want power? Forgive quickly, love deeply, move on gracefully. That's how you rise. That's how you lead. That's how you walk like Jesus, betrayed, beaten, mocked, but still saying, Father, forgive them. That's not weakness. That's divine strength. And I'll tell you something, when you reach that point, nothing can stop you. Because no one can hold back a person who's free from bitterness. You'll walk lighter, you'll speak clearer, you'll attract favor. You'll start to see the hand of God move in ways that shock even your enemies. So, don't waste another day replaying the pain. Life is too short to stay stuck in offense. Let it go, learn, grow, rise. The people who hurt you were part of the story, but they're not the end of it. And when you finally forgive, truly forgive, you'll realize something beautiful. The hurt didn't make you weaker. It made you wiser. It made you stronger. It made you unstoppable. Because the very people who hurt you will one day have to watch you walk in the blessing they tried to block. And when that day comes, don't gloat. Smile. Thank God. Because it wasn't revenge, it was redemption. So stand tall. Keep your heart soft. Keep your focus forward. People may have hurt you, but God will heal you, help you, and honor you. And when he does, oh my friend, everyone will know that the pain was not punishment. It was preparation.